It's a War Factory day, and I am actually on time. I am your host, zmoT. This is my HQ18 taking down War Factory Unboosted guide. So, first off, before we jump into the War Factory, I want to show you one bug that was fixed that wasn't talked about whatsoever. Check this out. You can actually land 9 boats on the small NPC beaches. On the far right-hand side beaches, on those weird little NPCs like Nailed and stuff like that, it does work. So, just something to be aware of. Before you had to do fancy tricks, now you don't. Obviously, small detail, but it is quite nice. So, now, moving right along, let's look and see what War Factory looks like. Where is the HQ? Okay, so it's one of these where you're over on the left-hand side. This looks exactly like the War Factory unlock video that you may have seen, except for these were sniper towers in that, so we're going to have to deal with those. Rocket launchers, we're going to have to remove we're going to have to remove 2 rocket launchers, which will require a double tap just because of all these lasers. You don't want to re-smoke around lasers. Bad things will happen very likely. But this is our first ever War Factory where we have the Cryobombs, so this is going to be very interesting. Let's get to it. I'm going to load Zookas now before I forget, because that could have been tragic. I don't think my HQ18 level 11 warriors could take down War Factory. So first thing what we're going to do is I'm going to clear these boom mines. You know what? I'm going to Cryobomb the move. I have one job here. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Cryobomb these boom mines just out of fear, basically. I don't want to deal with that. Now, most importantly, we're going to mark this rocket launcher. You'll see the Cryobomb does some damage, but not nearly as much as an artillery. And then I'm going to drop Miss Everspark right here. We're going to push the button and flare the back rocket launcher. Uh-oh. Almost lost our delay there. Make sure you do not lose your delay, because lasers will wreck you if you've lost your delay. So now we're just going to straight up double tap. We're going to, as soon as the remote turns into colors, we're going to push it. Not a second before. There we go. Double tap, and both the relevant rocket launchers go down. If you re-smoke, those lasers will wreck you as soon as the smoke pops, and your remote will likely not get out. So now we need to use our GBE to get rid of something. I'm going to focus on these 2 lasers right here. I think we can get these 2 shore ones, but these 2 further back ones are going to be the focus of my GBE, just because I feel like they're going to be the problem. Like, getting rid of them is going to be more difficult than anything else, so we'll deal with those first off. Maybe we can GBE all of them. We have 2 more setup attacks, so it's very likely we can GBE all of them potentially, but that's all I want to do for now. There is a little bit of free GBE down here, but we have to get, what's that, 3? Let's try it. Let's just try to get, we need to get 3 crates to get 1 more artillery. That's a bit of a tall order, but I think we can do it without losing too many troops. We might lose a couple to those boom cannons. Yeah, there we go. We're going to lose a couple here. Going to push retreat once and get it ready for action. Basically sacrificing a few troops for an extra artillery here. There we go. So we lost 4 troops, but we got an extra artillery. So, not a bad trade. Not a bad trade whatsoever. Could probably place a little bit better than that. Moving right along, what is next? Next we need to get rid of the rocket launchers and the shock launchers. Now, there's only 1 laser nearby, so I am gonna double tap. We'll see how it goes. Let's get rid of the shock launcher first. Okay, here we go. Once again, gonna mark something, which is going to be this. And then I'm gonna flare way back in here. I've already lost my delay, I think. Yes, I did. Now, we're going to get right into there. Might walk out of the smoke. We'll see. There we go. Now, I'm going to try to double tap here, and if I fail, it's not a big deal. Just remember there is a shock launcher bug, I think, still. There we go. Double tap successful. Uh-oh, get back under there, you dodo. Oh, no. Yep, Shock Blaster bug is still in effect. A little bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I didn't realize that I actually got hit by the Shock Blaster, otherwise I would have flared anyways, just to be sure. But at least we got the double tap out, and the resmoke worked, but then she walked out. So a little bit unfortunate. Now, obviously, you don't need to remove these. Actually, I guess, yeah, you do, actually. So we're going to get rid of these lasers. Now, what is next? I'm going to... What else can we use the GBE for? Not much. Okay, so might as well... What do I want to do here? Do I want to... I'm just going to drop it on these lasers right here. I think, yes, I will. Okay, so there's that. Man, that Shock Blaster bug is, it's annoying, so annoying. I should have been able to work around it. That's just my mistake. When you know there's a bug and you can avoid the bug and you don't avoid the bug, a little bit frustrating for sure. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Everspark into the smoke. I'm going to push the button and flare that rocket launcher. I think I can get there with 2 smokes, I think, and if not, we should be able to get... Yeah, there we go, 2 smokes, perfect. Obviously, you don't need to get rid of that rocket launcher, but I really, really want to, just to simplify the attack for next time. There we go. Now, the next step is to go like this. I'm going to drop that there, and drop all of our troops here. Why I did the Cryobomb is just to slow down those Doom Cannons a little bit. We're probably going to lose some troops here, but actually let's do another shock out here just to get... Now let's retreat. Oh man, I should have used way more GBE before retreating, but overall, not a bad attack. Lost 13 Zookas, and now the shore landing is very, very easy. I'm going to load brick here, I think. Let's just double check. Why brick, you ask? I'll show you. Come on, let's get into here. These lasers, no, those lasers won't be affected by Everspark, so doesn't... You know what, I'm going to load Everspark, actually. She might die, but if we can get Everspark, just because of the range of these Doom Cannons, if we can actually keep Everspark alive, her critters may very well be helpful. May not necessarily the right idea. It might be better to use brick, I'm not sure. Before we do that, let's check the health on this baby. Obviously, we've done a little bit of a dent into it. What are we at here? We are at 1.6 million. So that's going to be a tough solo. If someone tries to solo that, I would like to see it, because Doom Cannons will be picking off troops. Those rocket launchers would have been picking off troops, and the shield generators are way over there. So good luck to you, anyone who tries to do this in one attack. Now, let's see. Doom Cannons do range shore, so we're going to have to smoke shore. Okay, here we go. Let's get rocket. Obviously, with critters, this would have been a little bit easier, but not drastically. Now, we can have small gaps in our smokes. You'll see I dropped it a little bit too far to the right, but that's the beauty of slow shooting defenses. You can gap them a little bit as long as you're out of range of that laser that's right behind the core. Bam, bam. Bigelow, get in there. So there we go. Nice little spot. Hopefully Everspark manages to stay alive through all this carnage. One shock. There we go. Stay alive, Everspark. We're not using Everspark for anything at all at this point, just for critters. That's all she's here for right now. Come on, take this out. There we go. Oops, little bit late on that. Let's get over into here. I'm going to actually shock these, because typically this is where Everspark dies. That's why I'm shocking them, because this is where she usually dies when she gets ahead of those, and on those cannons there. So, got a few critters out front. Things are looking positive. Have lost a bunch of troops, really, but not a ton. So, I'm going to drop my Cryobomb over here just to slow things down a little bit. Hopefully let our critters get out front by doing that. And now it's just a race condition, really. Let's just keep the critters coming here. I mean, the Cryobombs coming here. I feel like Everspark's critters were the right call here. I don't think we've lost any troops to those Doom Cannons there. We'll find out here in a second, though. I mean, the critters are not lasting terribly long, but they're standing in there a little bit anyways. So, very, very... This is I would say this is, on the difficulty scale, I give this like a 4 out of 5, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of lasers you have to deal with. There's a whole bunch of universal remotes. You got to do a double tap over in here. Lots and lots of lasers, but HQ18 unboosted in basically one troop attack. Obviously, we lost a couple troops along the way, but nothing drastic whatsoever. Let's drop another Cryobomb. Just to slow things down a little bit. Takes quite a while to shoot through 1.6 million with baby Zookas, but fairly straightforward. Not a lot of skill required here whatsoever, and that's where it helped getting rid of those back 2 lasers. It made the shock so easy. Just the 2-item shock, anyone can pull that off. If you miss that shock, then you've probably been drinking too much rum and eggnog. Anyways, that's it for me. Not a lot going on right now. It seems like everyone's back in the game. Things are looking up. Couple minor bugs, but overall, the game is back to being healthy, I believe. If it's not, please let me know. Once again, shout out to Mr. Hams, also known as Handsome, also known as the guy with the squiggly tie names with the fastest fingers in the East, I guess, maybe, for that new NPC layout troop thingy-majigger. That's it. That's all. I'm zmoT. It is December 21st. I hope your Christmas shopping is complete. Mine, I still gotta get a couple things for my youngest son, but that's it. That's all. Talk to you soon. Peace. Oh, big stretch.